How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. You might be wondering, what's this and where's my build video? Well, there isn't one. I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. Instead of my usual how to build video, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks that I use when I'm building an arc. I'm hoping to make a series starting from basic tips all the way through to advanced techniques. Before I start, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. We're almost at 250,000 subscribers, which is nuts. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel and turn notifications on. With that out of the way, let's get started with my top 10 basic tips and tricks for building an arc. Number 1. How to cycle through snap points. First thing you want to do is select the item you want to snap, and then using the control below, cycle through the snap points until you get the right one. Number 2. How to flip the direction of a structure. Flipping walls and other structures can make a massive difference to how a build looks and feels. You can see here a few examples of what the walls look like when they're flipped in different materials. Simply select your wall and press the control below to flip it. Number 3. How to switch foundations to blocks. Each foundation in the game has two variations, the default setting and the one where it's switched to a block. You can see here a few examples of what each one looks like when it's switched between the two. To switch your foundations, you need to place them down first. And once you place your foundations, press and hold the interaction button, then select switch to block. Here's an example of the wooden foundations. I personally prefer the block, that's the one on the right, as the foundations just blend in so much better with the wooden walls. Tip number 4. How to lower foundations. I'm going to be using a wooden foundation for this, but you can use any other material in the game. Simply place your first one down, and then snap a pillar into the middle. This will then create a lower snap point. Place your next foundation on that lower snap point. You can then delete the pillar and the first foundation. And simply rinse and repeat until you get your desired height. Tip number 5. How to add pillars to the corner of a build. Place a fence foundation on the edge next to the corner where you want to place your pillar. This will then allow you to snap the pillar to that corner. Number 6. How to extend ceilings using pillars. This technique allows you to extend the ceilings without the pillars sticking through. So first off, place 2 ceilings, then place a pillar in the middle, then select another pillar. What you want to look for now is the lower snap point. You can see there's 2 snap points, the first one and the second. We want that one there, the lowest snap point. So place your pillar and then extend the pillars all the way down to the floor. You can then demolish the first pillar and then repeat this process until you get your desired length. Number 7. Reversing walls. This method allows you to reverse the walls but also keep the corners nice and clean. Start off by placing some thatch ceilings around the outer edge of the build. Next, snap your walls to the thatch ceilings using the controls below. Then you can demolish the thatch ceilings. You can see by using this method that all the walls and the corners are nice and flush compared to the one on the left where the walls have been flipped instead. Next, number 8. How to place items perfectly straight using ladders. A lot of people ask me in my videos, what am I doing with the ladder and how am I using it to place items? So I'm going to show you how this works. First, place your ladder in the direction you want to place the item. Then grab your ladder. This centers your character but also aligns them perfectly straight. Next, using the left thumbstick on a control pad, or the movement keys on a keyboard, slowly move your item into place. Granted, this is much easier on a console or if you're using a controller on a PC, but if you just take your time and don't move your mouse, you should be okay. Also, don't worry if you do move the right thumbstick or the mouse during this process, just grab your ladder once again and realign yourself. Number 9. Adding railings in front of walls. For this one, we're going to use a few of the techniques we learned before. Start by placing some flip walls in your foundations. Then place some thatch walls along the front. Then you want to snap the railings to the ceilings that you've just placed using the control below. You can then go ahead and demolish the thatch ceilings. You can also do this on walls that are placed from a ceiling, however the technique is slightly different. Start by placing a row of flip walls from the ceiling. Then flip some thatch walls in the opposite way underneath. Place a row of thatch ceilings above the thatched walls. And then same as before, snap your railings to the thatched ceilings. You can then go ahead and demolish or pick up the thatched ceilings and the thatched walls. And finally, tip number 10, doubling walls. Start by placing some fence foundations along the edge of all of your foundations. Then place a row of walls on the outer snap point. Use the control below to ensure that the wall snaps to the foundation and not the fence foundation that you've just placed. Now head around to the inside of the build, then snap a wall to the fence foundation. Then flip it using the control below. And then repeat this process along the inside of your build. Creating double walls is a great way to change how the inside of a build looks, as you can see in this example. And there we have it. They were my top 10 basic tips and tricks for building an ark. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and you found some of these tips useful. If you did, why not consider leaving a like, it really does help out my channel. You can also leave a comment in the comment section below, or jump on my Discord and let me know if you want me to continue with this series. All that's left for me to say is thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.